Hey folks, how y'all doing today? Well, we got today we got a bee inspector coming from the state of West Virginia to inspect my bees, so I was going to take y'all on the journey a little bit to let y'all see what they do when they come to inspect your bees. Because really you're supposed to get them inspected every year to make sure that they're healthy, they have no diseases. So I'm here waiting on him, and later on after that we'll be going to a graveyard. I was going to show you a graveyard that we were going to be cleaning up later on, that we found a very old graveyard. So come along with us on this journey and see if we can get us a bunch of healthy bees out of all this. I'll be right back with you.
She remembered my name.
Ah, she remembered you. Well, today we're out here today with Robert Elliott. He's the state inspector. He's going to be inspecting bees today to see if they are healthy or not.
Hello.
So we're going to go check and see.
Here we go.
If they're worthy of keeping or not. Oh, let's see here. Just a little
right here.
Yeah. We'll get back with you in a minute. Well, the first hive looked good. He's on the second one now, checking it out. See if it's healthy or not. It's a little bit different color, looks like.
That's their outside storage. That's what they use for the winter time.
That's something we never touch. You never touch their outside storage. Is that right?
That's right.
I'll say if you do, you will starve to death. They got to have their honey for the winter.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, it is, ain't it?
See, that's all cat brood now. All this here is cat brood. This is our open, what we call open brood, or our larva.
What's these here checking out? They're all piled up here on one.
Probably a pile of honey there, nectar.
Okay.
You usually just run single brood boxes.
Usually I do too. What I'm doing, I'm not messing with these two.
You might want to throw another brood box on this one.
Okay. I got one.
Either that or throw a bunch of couple supers on them.
Okay. Yeah, I got them. I got brood boxes out there that's got wax, got the cone in it.
Yeah, a lot of people just run single brood on 10 frame. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to be real careful about them wanting to swarm.
Wanting to leave on you.
Yeah. If they get too piled up, they'll leave on you. This here is all drone here. All this is drone brood. Same on this side. And what you can do, if you've got an extra frame, shake all these bees off and do away with this, because there's going to be too many drones.
You want me to run out there and get a frame? You'll check it out?
If you want to, while we got it
Let me
open.
run out there and get a couple. I'll get a couple frames just in case we need them.
Okay.
They like to get all excited when you get in there on them. So what he's here today for, he's looking for any diseases or weaknesses in the hives.
Make sure they're good and healthy.
better getting in the middle of the day than it is late in the evening, isn't it?
Yeah.
They get all angry. You need me to hold that one for you or move it down here?
I find a real good frame. I'll show you what we're looking for, the kind of stuff we're looking at.
I got a box full of honey off this one this
Did
last
you?
week.
Great.
So they are. See, I know they got bee bread on it. See
Yeah. You see your white brood right here, how pearly and white it is.
Uh-huh.
Anytime that looks brown or gray, or they're sunk into the bottom of their cells,
Uh-huh.
then you want to call. That could be a disease, a foul brood disease.
So that there looks, that what you're seeing is looking
What
all
I'm
right.
seeing is looking really good. You want to make sure it's good and pearly white.
Yeah,
See how white it is.
See some yellow, some orange. What's
I'm seeing eggs.
eggs?
So that means you got a queen. That zoom in pretty good.
Yeah.
If you can get me right in here, there's eggs in there.
Yeah. See them. Little eggs will be a little dot.
Looks like a little grain of rice.
Grain of rice, doesn't it?
Anytime you see that, then you know you got a queen.
I don't like the little plastic frames. A lot of people do, but
Yeah, this is pretty. This is really pretty.
see the queen cell right there. Looks like a queen cell. Don't know why it would be.
No, it's dead. I mean,
dead,
it's just,
Probably after you
I
split
call
them.
them practice cells. They'll build them every once in a while. This is perfect. I mean, this is beautiful.
Well, I'm
And
glad
it's going to explode for too long. There's a lot of cat brood in here.
Alrighty.
Make sure you got some good supers on. It's time for Lynn starting to bloom. But y'all still got a little bit of locust bloom.
Yeah, we do.
For drones and
So, are we okay?
we're just perfectly fine. Everything looks fantastic.
All right. We'll get out of this hot sun and these bees.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Thank y'all for coming by. I think later I'm going to a graveyard, but I got to go pick up an extractor first. So we'll catch y'all a little later. Bye. Hello, YouTube folks. How we doing today? Well, we got the bees all lined out because I was good for inspection. Was all good. Everything was okay there, so all my honey should be turning out all right. So we got that done, so I'm up here going to an old graveyard, an old graveyard that we're going to clean up later. And I was going to show you first crosses that I made about 5 or 6 of them, but gotta make about all together maybe 20. We're going to put on these old graves out here that we found back on this old lonesome mountain here. It's back up on top of Miracle Mountain, I think, here. And let me show you this cross I made. Let me turn it around here to show you here. Yeah, I was going to show you the cross. This cross I've made. We'll put one of these on every grave out here, and we've going to be putting little flowers right in the center of it there on each cross. So I thought I'd show you what the cross looks like here. So we're going to go out there and take a look at the graves. I was going to show you. Got to take a hike out through there, through the woods. Quite a ways to get to it, so we'll go out through there and I'll get back with you when we get up here on the graveyard. I might get back with you before then to kind of show you along the way here. All right, we'll get right back with you just a bit. Well, I'm on this old trail here, going out toward where the graveyard is. We didn't actually know where this was. We heard that it was out here, but we didn't know where it was. We actually passed it up, coming to it a couple times, trying to find it. But when Amanda was with me last time, before that, we used GPS to find it, and sure enough, it was pretty much where the GPS said it was. So we're gonna go out here and climb this hill. Leo says, there's always a hill to climb. Yeah, seems like every graveyard's right on the main top of a mountain somewhere. But actually, this ain't far from out the end of this road out here. It's about a quarter mile, half a mile from the main road. We'll get back with you when we get out here to the foot of the hill, to where we have to climb up to it. Be right back. Hey folks, look what I've been finding out through here. I bet a lot of y'all know what this is, but these, I found 4 or 5 out through here scattered out. These are turkey eggs. Well, has been turkey egg. We've had either a coyote, fox, or could have been raccoons or whatever. They like robbing these eggs of these little turkeys. And Mommy Hen, she tries to hide herself real well, but sometimes she don't give herself hidden well enough. And you'll have a predator come along and eat the inside of these eggs out. But I found 4 or 5 around through here. So while we don't have very many turkeys, you got all these predators come out and steal them, eat them. It could have been a variety of different types of predators. Could have been a coyote, like I said, or a bobcat. Any kind of predators will do that. But that's what happens. That's all part of nature, I guess. All right, just thought I'd show y'all that. But I found probably 4 or 5 around through here that's been taken like that. All right, just thought I'd show you that real quick. Phew, well, I'm at the foot of the hill. This is the road here I come out. Right here, and right here's the base of the hill, and actually the graveyard is right up on top of this knoll up here. It's a little hill we have to climb. But we can do it though. We've done it a few times before. Go ahead and climb up it, and I'll get right back with you when I get up there. Be right back. Phew, well, I made it up here. Pretty good little climb to the top of this little hill. There's supposed to be like 17 graves in here. There's only a couple graves here. It's actually got stones that you can read. Most of all of them are just stones sticking out of the ground. Several babies here, and several adults. So I went ahead and made 20 crosses just in case we find a few graves that we don't know that's here. So I'm going to turn it around here so you can see them. See the stones and see how growed up it is. We're going to come in here in about another week. I think next weekend or so. And clean all this up and put this little crosses here. So I'm gonna turn it around here so you can see what it looks like. Get right back with you here. We'll flip it around. Okay, here we go. There's several little grays here. Some of them's baby grays, some of them's adult. But it's all grown up. Try not to step on any here. There's one right here, one right there. That there is got writing on it, you can read it. Then under here, there's a little stone there. Step over here. There's a little stone here. It's all grown up though in here. We'll come in and clean this all up, and there's a stone here. And there's a stone right here that's almost buried plumb in the ground. And there's some stones down in here under the hill. Right here. A stone. Right there. There's several stones in here. There's some down under the hill here. But we'll clean all this up. There's a stone. Right there at my feet. But right out there's a stone. I can see one out there. It's listed as the Graham Cemetery on Find a Grave. I think it's Find a Grave. But we'll come out here and we'll clean all this up and make it real pretty again. It's been a beautiful place. There's a sign right here on this tree. Let's see what it says. I think it says Number 9 Graveyard or Old Mountain Graveyard or something like that. See what it says. Oh, it just says Old Cemetery. What it says. But it will be real pretty once you get it cleaned up. Don't look like it's been cleaned in a while. Looks like somebody's have cleaned on it though over the years, but we'll come up here and we'll clean it off real good and put some little crosses on the graves that ain't got no markings or no names on them. But, yeah, look at these old oak trees. That one there is probably 3.5 foot thick. Huge old oaks. But you got graves actually all around the hill out here, under the hill, from here. And there's one right there. All right. We will come back here in a week or so, clean this all up, and we'll do a video on it. What do y'all think? Make it look nice. All right. There you go. I thought I would just take you on this little journey. At the starting of the video, we done an inspection of my bees with the state inspector, and ended off here with this little video here of up here on the mountain at the graveyard. Let you know what we're going to be getting into later on. Got some crosses made, still got to make some more. And everybody gets up to where they can do all this at the same time. We're going to come up and clear this little graveyard off and put crosses on it, make it look pretty. And I just want to thank y'all so much for coming along with me on this little journey. And we'll catch y'all next time on Appalachian Roots with Dan. We'll catch you later. Bye, y'all.